All right, Shalawam, Shalawam. It's the brother Yeshaya, and I'm here with the brother
Rawchaa.
Khan. And you're good. Before we begin, we would love to go ahead and face the east and give our honor, glory, and praise to
YAHAWAH,
BAHASHAM, Yahawashi, BAHASHAM, Qadash. And like I said, Shalawam to the hopeful elect. Once again, we're out here in San Angelo, Texas, going to prophesy the downfall of America and continue through the fear of Yahawah, BAHASHAM, Yahawashi to strive for the masteries of this work. But we're going to kick it off with Colossians, the book of Colossians. And this is just really a second camp this week. Like, yeah, we were out here yesterday, but through the Spirit, we're back again. The Wadi Yahawah, BAHASHAM, Yahawashi to keep it pushing.
I got it pulled up already.
Go.
Colossians 3:23, and whatsoever ye do, do it heartedly, as to the Lord and not unto men.
Now, I believe we touched on this slightly yesterday. But yeah, so anything you touch, work-wise, especially when it comes to the Bible, you want to do it like the Lord's standing right there watching you. That's moving in fear. That's when you begin to have knowledge and wisdom. And that's not according to this world, that's according to the Bible, the creator of this earth and heavens. That, this galaxy, the father of everything, of creation. Let me go ahead and grab this scripture, because we read this yesterday, and this is essentially why we jumped into Colossians. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 9 and 10, and I'll grab it in the New Living Translation. Whatever you do, do well. For when you go to the grave, there will be no work or planning or knowledge or wisdom. So Yahawah, BAHASHAM, Yahawashi is the God of the living. I'm going to pull that, because that's how the Spirit works, man. We come out here, we make ourselves available to the Lord to use us. We hope that we can be the reason why this Bible is continuing to be pushed. A part of that. That's spiritual. What does that play? It says 444. Yeah, that's mercy. That's what the number 4 represents. The Lord has mercy upon us, because we're all worthy of death. We're all worthy of being perished and put away. But guess what? Yahawah, BAHASHAM, Yahawashi promised his chosen to be saved. That's what we hope to be. But let me go ahead and grab this one, the God of the living. Let's grab this one, because this is spiritual. That was 444 or 0444, which is mercy, the number 4. But this is going to be in 3 times. 3 times is understanding. So you got to understand the Lord is a merciful power unto the living. The dead, they're gone. They already did their part. So we got to do our part by trying to work through the Spirit. This is going to be Psalms chapter 84, verse 2. My soul longeth, yea, even fainteth for the courts of Yahawah. My heart and my flesh crieth out for the living God. That's the living God. That's not really the point I was trying to make, but that's a beautiful precept. Let me see if I can find the one I really wanted. Yeah, perfect. Luke 20 and 38. For he is not a God of the dead, but of the living, for all live unto him. And really, that even could be applied to these heathen, because they have a purpose in this walk. They have to show up and hate us and show us that they're the devil. We have to stand here and show them that they're going to be, judged for what they've done to our people. And we're really just saying it. We're not even doing anything to these people. Yesterday, me and the brother were out here, and I was constantly being told they were getting at both of us, because we come as a unit through the spirit and power of Yahawah, BAHASHAM, Yahawashi. But they were telling us we were too aggressive. But I even had a comment I was showing the brother earlier on one of my videos. I wasn't doing nothing to make these people mad. It's just speaking is enough. Just saying these things is enough for these people to be upset. Just to be available and speak up for the Bible, for Yahawah, BAHASHAM, Yahawashi, because he is the Word. That's what Yahawashi represented when he came to this earth. The Word, the Bible, the message, the gospel, the good news. Well, let's go ahead and jump to Matthew 24. Right?
Matthew 24 and 32. Now learn a parable of the fig tree. When his branch is yet tender and putteth forth leaves, ye know that summer is nigh.
God, continue. I read down to verse 24.
Matthew 24:33. So likewise ye, when ye shall see all these things, know that it is near, even at the doors. Matthew 24:34. Verify I say unto you, this generation shall not pass till all these things be fulfilled.
And so yeah, watching the times, and that was a indication to reincarnation. Generation will pass till all these things. Let me read that once again. That last line.
That last one.
34. Gone.
Matthew 24:34. Verify I say unto you, this generation shall not pass till all things be fulfilled.
Yeah, all prophecies have to be fulfilled. I mean, we're still waiting on Yahawashi's return. That's still a big part of the Bible. The Bible isn't just some story that came and went. No, the Bible is still active. That's because the spirit that goes with the Bible, that the Holy Spirit, that's still active. It's still running through this earth, through men, the chosen men that are meant to receive it, and ultimately he's going to stay with the ones that are meant to keep it. I mean, you know, not to be rhymy, but yeah, the ones that are meant to keep this word, that's who's going to continue to push for it and not give up, not turn their back on this truth and return to the world. But this is a verse to back the brother up, you know, what we read in Matthew 24:34 with reincarnation. Because this is nothing new. The Bible, the Hebrew Israelites, we understood reincarnation in the past. But on this side, we don't even know we're the Hebrew Israelites until, you know, brother, the Spirit came back to us. This is 2 Maccabees 7:21. Yea, she exhorted every one of them in her own language. So this is speaking of a mother and her sons that were being persecuted for not eating pork, or not going against the laws of the living God. She exhorted every one of them in her own language. Her own language is referring to the Rawchaa Qadash, the holy tongue, which is the ancient Hebrew, which today they call Paleo Hebrew, which is a cut on this modern day Yiddish that they call it Hebrew. But it says, filled with courageous spirits and stirring up her womanish thoughts with a manly stomach, she said unto them. So hey, she was given a strong spirit like a man. It says, I cannot tell you how ye came into my womb, for I neither gave you breath nor life. She understood the Heavenly Father forms us. She was telling her children, her sons, neither was it I that formed the members of every one of you. So she couldn't tell you how to create fingertips. She couldn't tell you how to create lungs, a stomach, the esophagus. She couldn't do that because it's not in us to do that. It's up to the Lord to create us and form us in the womb. It says, neither was it I that formed thee, members of every one of you, but doubtless the creator of the world, and that's spiritual because I referred to the creator of this earth, who formed the generation of man and found the generation of man. Come on, this generation shall not pass till all these things be fulfilled. And that generation is here today. The ones that persecuted Yahawashi, put him on the cross, the ones that actually believed and had faith in Yahawashi, they're here today. And that's when we have faith that it's us. We take on that role. Because those courageous spirits are on us to come out here and exhort one another. It says, who formed the generation of man and found out the beginning of all things, will also of his own mercy give you breath and life again. So you're going to be born again. As ye now regard not your own selves for his law's sake. Because Yahweh, in the name Yahawashi, set up the right path, and everything else that's outside of that is considered wrong. So these law, statutes, and commandments keep us down that right path, the straight gate, the straight way. Let's grab that. And if you can hold that next, jumping back to Matthew. I'll grab this one real quick just to prove, man, the Lord did not make this walk to be easy. I mean, I'm gonna mention it again. The meaning of to win is to struggle. The Lord wants us here struggling so we can be made stronger. And when we come out here showing ourselves strong, these people want to try to dim our lights. It's too much for these people because they're so used to being a baby, pampered, taken care of. You want a coffee, drive up the street, they'll give it to you. You don't have to lift a finger. You want your haircut, go up the corner. You want anything you want is at ease on this side. So that means the brother had a beautiful point yesterday. He said he likes when his car has problems, if we can handle it, so he can learn how to operate and manage that system, that problem.
Push through
it, yeah. So it sharpens us up. That's the Lord's chastisement. Anybody that understands that the Lord isn't all about loves and hugs and kisses knows that he's trying to build us up. You can't have warriors that just chill around a bunch of pillows and teddy bears. They gotta go through the grimy stuff, man. But they gotta stay right. You can't take shortcuts. You can't just betray one another trying to come up on top. That's how Jake likes to get down, though. Our people like to break rules because Esau is influencing them. They pay attention to what Esau's doing because Esau don't got curses on them the way our people got curses. When we say curses, we're talking about, the Lord's putting, it's like what do they call that? The gnats? I don't know if it's a certain bug, fleas. If you put fleas in a jar, those fleas are going to learn how high they can jump without hitting their head. You take that lid off, they're not going to jump over that lid. They're not going to escape. And that's what happened to our people. The Lord put a lid over us, and now he's waking us up, opened that jar and gave certain brothers the ability to wake up, get out of that folly. And our people think we're crazy because we're on the other side of that jar yelling, yo, seek the truth. Seek the truth because this truth sets you free, The Lord gave us this strength, this courage, this wisdom. But tying it back to the scripture I referred to, Matthew 7:13. Enter ye in at the straight gate. For wide is the gate and broad is the way that leadeth to destruction. And many there be which go in thereat. So many are going to be destroyed. Many are going to fall for the trickery of Satan. Satan's devices. They don't know how to counter Satan's attacks. They don't know how to defend themselves. And that's what Satan was on these people trying to tell us, y'all need to stop being so defensive. Let me grab this one. We kept referring to it earlier. These people don't want us on defense mode. They want us to be docile. You want to grab the definition on that, Baba Kusha?
No, not.
Docile, D-O-C-I-L-E. You could grab that while I pull this up.
Docile, ready to accept, control, or instruction.
Yeah.
Submissive, similar words, complaint, obedient.
Obedience is a beautiful word, but we got to be obedient to Yahawah, BAHASHAM, Yahawashi, not these Edomites that run up these streets, that run the world through Satan. Because that's okay, man. We can confidently say who runs this world. Because we know we ain't had nothing to do with it. We didn't tell these people how to rule. But we definitely have a bunch of wicked brothers and so-called brothers and sisters, Israelites that participate and are partakers of Esau's evil. But this is Philippians 1:16. The one preach Hamashiach of contention, not sincerely, supposing to add affliction to my bonds, but the other of love, knowing that I am set for the defense of the gospel. And that's what we're set for, to defend this good news. You're fucking up the good news, and I have to be very blunt about it. You're messing up this good news if you think that this is for everybody. That's not good news. How can the whole world be saved? Who's going to be punished? And that's when you slithery snakes like to jump in and say, well, the ones that don't accept it. Well, who's not going to accept it? According to the Bible, 2/3 of our people here in America, which are the so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, 2 out of every 3 are going to be killed righteously by the Lord and his angels. And the wicked, the heathen, beginning with Esau, Edom, they're not going to receive this message. It was never designed for them. So we're really wasting our time talking to you heathen. I mean, we don't even really, the Lord has a spirit to where we say maybe a few things and they run up the street. And then next, and the next group comes up and maybe give an ugly look, keep moving, next. It's just, we're really just having auditions and for the elect. We're searching out people for the elect. Hey, next, you don't believe it? All right, next. And that's what it's like, man. And the ultimate thing is about getting in this truth and staying in this truth until Yahawashi comes back. That's the goal. That's the mission. Being occupied in this work. All this other stuff is going to be here today, gone tomorrow. So we're trying to jump on board of what's the future. What salvation's going to come, or what it's going to bring, the kingdom, being kingdom minded. But yeah, go for that with
Coming
Matthew.
up. Matthew 24 and 33. So likewise ye, when ye shall see all the things, know that it is near, even at the doors.
And continue down to 39, BAHASHAM.
Matthew,
No, 36.
36.
Yeah.
Matthew 24 and 34. Verify, I say unto you, this generation shall not pass till all things be fulfilled. Matthew 24 and 35. Heaven and earth shall pass away, but my word shall not pass away. Matthew 24 and 36. But of that day and hour knoweth no man, no, not the angels of heaven, but my Father only.
You see how the Spirit works out? What did I say yesterday?
About,
You see that corner?
oh yeah.
But hey, it is what it is.
Yeah.
So, when the brother was going into it, the Lord, Yahawashi taught that Yahweh was the only one that knows the time and hour. You know, and this was, of course, when he was here on earth. Now, we can't say or not say if Yahawashi knows when he's coming now, because we understand he's technically in that new covenant. He's already passed his mission. He's already accomplished what it's like to be in the flesh. And he did it perfectly. You know, that's now Yahweh, BAHASHAM Yahawashi is going to, come and gather up the rest of his men that he's promised on this earth, and women and children that he's promised salvation. But here's a verse to back up the whole idea that Yahweh and Yahawashi are two separate people. This is going to be Proverbs chapter 30 verse 4, and I'll grab it in the NLT. Who but God goes up to heaven and comes back down? Who holds the wind in his fist? Who wraps up the oceans in his cloak? Who has created the whole wide world? What is his name and his son's name? Tell me if you know. And that's the secret. That's a one big mystery this world hasn't really fully understood. Yahweh is the name of the Heavenly Father who this world calls God. And there he goes. Back, well, bro, we're walking in circles now. So anyways, I didn't want to say too much just in case, just to avoid any type of unnecessary misbehavior. But this individual drove by us yesterday talking about, I don't have time to talk to you. And I even said in the spirit, the Lord may have him see us tomorrow. And if he's willing to come humbly, the Lord may have mercy on him. But his ass is turned back around.
Now he don't got his bike now.
Yeah, and he don't have a bike, he don't have a cigarette, he's going through it. But hey, the Lord can force you into this thing, man, even if you try to avoid it. Because if you're set up to serve the Lord, you're going to come serve the Lord. But you could keep running away if you want. And that really, as far as we know, he's just a 2/3. He's meant to be destroyed. He has demons on him. And that's why I was trying to be circumspect. I don't want to say something for these people to come up and try to be demons and try to take our lives. We got to use wisdom. We have to. But these people they already want us dead. So once we say that wrong thing, that's why we got to be smart and keep our mouths in check, though. It's nothing to get these people upset. We demonstrated that yesterday.
All we gotta do is speak about this and they get upset.
Bro, he just saw us and turned around. Like, why didn't you just walk back that way from this side? Like, you really went, yep, not today. And these people in this world have a funny way of saying, like, not today, Satan, but they don't even realize that's who they serve. You people going into these church houses, you serve Satan, man. You're in the congregation of the dead. You have no true wisdom. You don't have no proper understanding. Blessed is he that readeth. Blessed are those that understand this word. You can read a book on how to operate a plane, but if you've never been in a plane, you're not gonna know how to fly a plane. So read a book about how to, do this or do that, but you gotta be led.
Like instructions on anything you buy at the store.
Exactly.
Manual.
You gotta, and this Bible is the ultimate manual to life. You don't know how to live until you come to this Bible. And ultimately, you're given that spirit, because that's the secret key right there. But
a lot of people like to say they chose God.
Exactly. I chose you. That goes into it in St. John.
When really He chooses.
Exactly, 100%. I'll back you up with that. Yeah, the Lord chooses who He wants, and we hope to be chosen. Brothers have done videos on that. We want to be like pick-me's, a girl that wants to be picked in the world to be married, whatever. We want to be married unto Yahawashi, joined unto, because when you go into the bridegroom and the bride, it's just meaning to be joined unto each other, a covenant, bonded. That's what marriage really represents. This is St. John 15:16. Ye have, I'll grab it in the NLT just out of, because I go to the King James, but I like to see what the NLT goes with. We'll go with the Message this time. St. John 15:16 in the MSG. Ye have not chosen me, but I have chosen you, and ordained you that ye should go and bring forth fruit. We're looking for the fruit. We can see some that, hey, they don't even want it, bro. They're just going to turn around and walk the block. And bring forth fruit, and that your fruit should remain. That's the key. Remain. Remain in this truth. Stay fresh. Stay ready to be picked. Because what do you do with apples? Or what do they call it in cells? I used to do a sell furniture. That the place shut down, which is spiritual, because the Lord already had me out of that joint. But when we sold furniture, they said, don't be a cherry picker. Work with everyone. Don't be, oh, I know he has money. Let me go deal with that guy. Don't be a cherry picker. But guess what? A cherry picker is somebody that picks the good fruit.
Yeah.
Oh, look at the moldy one.
Yeah.
No. You're being a cherry picker by picking the best.
So
the
it's
best.
good to be a cherry picker.
In the spiritual sense.
Right.
The Lord's going to cherry pick.
Yeah,
all right, this one ain't really sincere. Let me toss that one. So that's what it is. Remain. It says that you should go and bring forth fruit. So liken unto fruit. We want to be that good fruit, worthy of, filled with nutrients, vitamins, life, filled of life. It says, and that your fruit should remain, that whatsoever ye shall ask of the Father in my name, he may give it you. And that's through faith, man. Through faith, we send our prayers up. We do everything in our capability to serve our power, to stay in tune, to stay in the know, to be on point with everything that we come out here and demonstrate to the best of our ability. Because brothers are at different levels, no question about it. You can't have order without levels. You can't get to the 76th floor in a building if you're in the first, when you just walked in the damn place. And guess what? Even if you could, you're gonna have to walk up some stairs, get lifted up through a lift gate, whatever. But there's no shortcuts, and ultimately that's why Yahawashi referred to himself as the door. You got to enter in through that door. Ain't nobody gonna sneak you in through a window. Hey, psst, come here. Noah wasn't sneaking people into the ark. The Lord would have got pissed. But that's why ultimately the Lord sent angels. Those angels shut that ark, because Noah would have been weak. So it took spiritual power, just like us, man. I meditate on that. The Lord needs to give me a spirit to just rule if I'm one of His chosen, because it's easy to say you can handle it, but when you're ultimately in that position, which me and the brother were supposed to grab, I was supposed to grab yesterday when you said about the tongue, with that judgment, right?
Yeah.
We're gonna have to be in the spirit to make the right judgment. But anyways, because that's a power within itself to make the right decision no matter what. That's what wisdom is. But my point is, King Solomon, just to refer to it instead of having to jump all over the place, King Solomon understood how to use wisdom and make a proper judgment. Me and the brother have gone into it before, but there was 2 women with 2 babies, and the one baby passed away in the night, the other one didn't. The one that had it pass away took that baby and kept it to herself. And they both came crying to the king, King Solomon, saying, hey, my baby, that's my baby. They were fighting. King Solomon said, let me take that baby's life. And the one that already had lost her baby, she said, okay, here's the baby. But King Solomon wasn't planning on taking that baby's life. He just wanted to see who's really gonna feel sorrowful. But the other one was like, you know what, just let her have the baby. Like, she would rather see her child live a life, with someone else than to lose its life. So that's wisdom right there. That's how the Lord operates on another level.
That's crazy, right?
Yeah, like you're gonna have to have the Spirit on you to have spiritual powers. So we could easily sit here and claim that we can handle it, but can you? Can you really sit here and say that you're gonna be capable of whatever the Lord throws at you? We gotta pray that YAHAWAH BAHASHAM Yahawashi continues to build us up. Because if you ain't growing, you're dying. You can't be stagnant. When you leave water out too long, go drink it. Tell me what it tastes like. You're gonna kill yourself. That's why, the scriptures are even referred to rivers of living water. Rivers don't just stay still. It's not a pond, a swamp.
Or even, it's cool that you mentioned that, because you know how like when a truck is finna deliver some concrete, that's why it stays rolling slow.
Yeah, it keeps in motion. That motion, that's energy, that's life. Energy is life, man. Same thing with your heart. You put your heart to stop at night. Let me charge this real quick. Let me charge this. My lungs, eyelids, all that. Like, everything's just on motion.
Yeah. Even like if the sun just stayed, or the earth stopped rotating and stayed in the sun all day.
Yeah, it used to be the day the earth stood still. I've never seen that film, but that comes to mind. The day the earth stood still, everything fucking went chaotic. You know, everything's just, it's constant energy, bro. Even like I remember growing up in junior high, I stood there, bro, and it was like a spiritual thing because I was already standing there like, damn, like none of this is gonna be redone. Like it's all one time. Yeah, I mean the brother have been out here weekend after weekend, but we're not gonna have the same people approach. You know, sometimes they may come back, but they're not wearing the same outfit. Everything's perfect, bro. It's all a scene that's never gonna be recaptured. And that's why video cameras, photos, that's cool and all, but you can never recreate. They try to do that shit when the kids are all grown up and stuff, but you can never recreate reality. It's just it. And that's what they say about, you know, Satan and his physical counterpart, Esau. Esau can't create anything. He just mimics what the Lord's done. The Lord gave us intelligence. He created artificial intelligence. The Lord gave us a banana. They create banana artificial flavor. It's all fucking copycats.
The Lord created the chariots and they got airplanes.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, the Lord gave them that knowledge because guess what? Wisdom, you know, let me grab that since we haven't grabbed the scripture. But that's a beautiful point out there. They just mimic. This is going to be Daniel chapter 12, verse 4. But thou, O Daniel, shut up the words and seal the book, aka the Bible. It's been sealed up. You have to be in the spirit to understand the Bible. You can't be a clueless moron running into a building that somebody tells you one chapter, one verse, and then you know the Bible. That's not how this Bible works. Those dudes don't even know the Bible, because if they did, they'd be out here teaching in the highways and hedges. They would be considered Israelites. They would be knowing who they are. But these guys don't know who they are. But thou, O Daniel, shut up the words and seal the book, even to the time of the end. And where are we at? We're at the end of Esau's rulership, and we're about to see the beginnings of Jacob's. It says, many shall run to and fro, and knowledge shall be increased. So many shall run to and fro. The scriptures describe the chariots running to and fro. And what did the airplanes do? Non-stop. Hey, I even thought about getting into the airport, you know, as a job, whatever, because that's a constant thing. But reality is, bro, like this is only happening so this Bible can be pushed. Brothers link up, catch flights to see one another. Brothers have the internet. But let's grab that. Chariots to and fro. It even describes men having spiritual powers running like you know, I'll grab that here in a second, Lord willing. But this is Nahum chapter 2, verse 4. The chariots shall rage in the streets and let me see if this is what I wanted real quick. I can't find it off the top, but I'll grab this one since I referred to spiritual powers. Wisdom of Solomon chapter 3 verse 7. And in the time of their visitation they shall shine. This is the elect receiving gifts. The ability, here's the ability. And run to and fro like sparks among the stubble. So like the way, I know they used to have scooters where you could get the metal and hit the road and it sparks. You see all those sparks. That's the way the Lord's describing his elect. They're going to be able to run place to another, like handle their business through the spirit. They're going to actually have superpowers if you could receive it. Now superpowers has a funny stigma with it. It sounds funny, but hey, spiritual powers, that's the real deal right there. Throughout the earth, maybe? Let me see. I'll grab this one since we're on the topic of chariots. Psalm 68 verse 17. The chariots of God are 20,000, even thousands of angels. The Lord is among them as in Sinai in the holy place. So the Lord, these so-called UFOs that you people swear up and down nobody can identify, they're identified through the Bible. And y'all people haven't been opened up. The seals have been closed. I'm gonna grab that in Revelation. Revelation chapter 5 verse 2, and I saw a strong angel proclaiming with a loud voice, who is worthy to open the book and to loose the seals thereof? And it's really whoever the Lord deals with through the spirit of YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, Yahawashi. That's who's going to have the ability to go. That's a spiritual power within itself. We have a gift that these people can't comprehend. Like that bug out that was on the comment board. He was quick to talk about some 9-year-old neighbor. That's how you know these other nations are bugged the fuck out, man. When we say bugged out, that means they're out of order. They're out of whack. They can't think clearly. They can't comprehend what they're seeing. So he said he had some 9-year-old neighbor that knew the Quran. Good for him. Why the fuck you talking to my comment board? Go over there. Go talk to the 9-year-old. He seems to know it all. Let him be your salvation. Obviously, that wasn't even an Israelite, so I didn't even bother replying. That's what the scriptures make mention of, casting out your pearls on the swine. We don't want to deal with these people. We don't want to waste a second on them. But when we're out here teaching, people are going to come up. We can't avoid that. We can't go hide under a bridge hoping no one shows up. We want to be seen. We want this word to get out. Not for our sakes, but for YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, Yahawashi's sake. So we can be confident the angels encamped around us could report back to the Lord. They were available. They were there. I had to protect them. You know, I had people thinking things around them, but they were good. But, you know, we're just trying to do our part through faith. We finished up with Matthew 24.
Let me double check on that.
While you pull that up, I'm going to grab this one, because earlier we were referring to reincarnation. We made a beautiful point with 2nd Maccabees. Let me jump to Jeremiah right quick.
Okay, I can finish off 27 or 37 to 39.
Just hold it real quick. I'm going to grab this one verse, because just to keep it with the point. Jeremiah 1:5, before I formed thee in the belly, I knew thee. And before thou camest forth out of the womb, sanctified thee. And I ordained thee a prophet unto the nations. And through the Spirit, we're prophets. So the Lord had set this up. When you go into this word ordained in the blue letter, which only started happening because of the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone. They put everyone on that. You damn Christians that like to claim you know the meaning of words and stuff. That lady that came up yesterday, oh, you're right, confidence. She started going into the Greek, whatever. Lady, you only know that because of the people we learned from. And I'm not saying she may be seeing the elders, but I know her church pastor, whatever, only started doing that because of the men we came up under. These people were simple, man. They thought God was good. God is good all the time. That's it. That's the good news. No, bro. And you know why he kept trying to argue with us about the whole term gospel or good news is because he was cut. It wasn't a good news to him. Y'all got to realize good news is it's going to have a balance. It's going to be good news for some and very terrible news for others. How can it be good news for the people that are already rich in heaven? How can it be good news that your place is going to be taken from you? And I don't know which one it was, but it keeps hitting my mind literally last night, today. One of them was like trying to disagree that this place wasn't meant to be destroyed or like terrible. Because they're like, good news. I was like, that's not good news that this place is going to be done with. And he kind of didn't know what to say. He was just like, I don't know. Like, what do you know, bro? Do you know how to close your mouth and keep it moving? But you know, it's a sense of pride on these people. They walk by and they feel like they know more than us. Not saying we know more than all these people, but come on, man. Clearly there's something we got to offer if we have the spirit on us to come out here and offer.
Like one of the times we were out here and those Edomites walked by about the mark of the beast. Oh, we know.
Yeah. Oh yeah. They didn't even say shit. All right, Miss Know-It-All.
Yeah. While they were walking into their church.
Yeah, that's what it was. Pride.
Yeah, we're not gonna take it. We know.
And like I said, man, just because you don't take it, that doesn't mean you're guaranteed to be saved. Don't take it, point blank, period. But don't think that, oh, I didn't take it and I can still smoke these cigarettes. I'm good. I can still go get tattoos and you can't even do any of this stuff. because they're gonna put rules behind all that. That's what the mark represents. You have no other option to purchase and sell. So all you business owners, you're gonna have to take it. All you customers stressing about toilet paper, you're gonna have to go get the mark if you want to go buy toilet paper. But that's why we put our trust in the Lord, who's gonna give us a way down that straight way. We didn't say it was gonna, the Lord didn't say it was gonna be easy. We're not saying it's gonna be easy. We're saying it's gonna be worth it. Yahweh promised it'd be worth it. He said no more pain, no more struggles. Let me grab that. And Salak, I know you were holding that. But yeah, so, and I was also holding this. TWOT reference 1443. Hey, HALALYAM YAHAWAH BAHASHAM Yahawashi. So when you go into this word ordain, it says to give, put, or set. So the Lord set prophets in their timeline. This prophet's going to pass away at this time, but I'm going to bring him back at this time. That's how reincarnation works. This prophet's going to give up his life for me, but I'm going to bring him right back at this time. He's going to prophesy, Yahawashi is going to show up at this time, and it's just all set in place. Well thought. This is how you know we're servants. It says to give, bestow, grant, permit, ascribe, employ. We've been employed by the Lord. A heavenly job, a heavenly duty. A heavenly duty is what I meant to say, but it is a heavy task. This ain't no easy walk in the park. Because on top of our dealing with our regular day-to-day life, this is really what we're set for. This is really what we're here for. And we pray that's to the end. But here's this one right quick. Revelation 21:4. And God, who we established as Yahawah, and of course he's going to have his son in that same like manner. Yeah, and God shall wipe away all tears from their eyes, and there shall be no more death, neither sorrow nor crying. And this is for us, mind you, this is for the nation of Israel. You so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, you are Israelites. This is what the God of the Bible told you. And God shall wipe away all tears from their eyes. And really the elect, just because you fall into that category doesn't mean you're going to be saved. The Lord is going to have to punish a great majority of my people. And God shall, and this is the reward for those that are worth the Lord's, according to the Lord's grace and mercy. And God shall wipe away all tears from their eyes, and there shall be no more death, neither sorrow nor crying, neither shall there be any more pain, for the former things are passed away. So there's a set time for us to be in pain. That's today. This is not your glory, Jacob. This is not your glory, Eve. This is not set for you to be in paradise. This is literally hell. That's just it, man. Hell is a low condition. You tell me that the so-called black, Latino, and Native American is not in a low condition. Literally look up the term ghetto. You're going to get the word Jew. The true Jews, according to the Bible, are the so-called blacks. Those are the Jews, according to this Bible, that people claim to believe in. So, you're going to get Jews. Jews are in the ghetto. Whoa. What are these fake Jews dwelling? They ain't in no ghetto. They have the nicest neighborhood. They own Hollywood. They own the music industry. They own television. They own pornography. You know how much these OF creators make? They make more than the NBA. And guess what? They're all owned by Jewish people. That shows you how evil they are. That's wicked. For somebody to expose their nakedness, and on top of that, you got alphabet people, lesbos, you got homosexuals. That's not righteous according to the Bible. You people really think the Lord's going to show up, create heaven, and men are still going to be laying down with men. You're still going to puff on Newports on the corner of the streets. That's heaven? You're still going to be able to plug in your Xbox and chill all day ordering DoorDash. That's heaven? Come on, man. This place is trash. And just because we come out here telling you that, you're offended. I mean, that's not good news. This place is not no good news. The Bible's about the good news that's to come. This place in its current condition is terrible. You have to question the stuff they teach your children in schools. You can't even trust these people. Pedophiles in the churches. That's not nothing new, man. Just because we're in the age of information, it's all coming out. America's being exposed. The entire earth is being exposed for its evil. And literally they set up two individuals, candidates, and ask you to vote for the lesser evil. To hell with both of them. We'll see them in the kingdom. And they'll be in their low condition. Go for it. I can, what was it, Matthew?
Yeah, come out. Matthew 24 and 37. But as the days of Noah.
Yeah, Noah. It's referring to Noah.
But as the days of Noah were, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. Matthew 24 and 38. For as in the days that were before the flood, they were eating and drinking, marrying and giving in marriage, until the day that Noah entered in the ark. Matthew 24 and 39. And knew not until the flood came and took them all away. So shall also the coming of the Son of Man be.
And that's because they've been shut. Their eyes can't see what's going on. They can't hear what's going on. They see brothers like us out here teaching and they just walk away. Ignore it. Think if they don't give it any attention, it's not going to have any type of effect. And guess what? You're going to get caught off guard when everything that we've been teaching is going to occur. Let's grab Ezekiel 33 and 33. In the NLT, but when all these terrible, man, oh, come on, how can you be kind when you have to break down terrible news? I mean, I get you gotta be, when someone passes away, a cop may show up, knock at the door, I'm sorry to inform you. No matter how they say it, it's terrible news. It hurts. You're gonna be upset. You're gonna be, why did they take my child? And you're gonna be fucking probably punching the cop, pushing him out of the way. Angry, grief, you're going through hell. Our people are far too familiar with that. But getting back to the point, but when all these terrible things happen to them, and the reason I said that is because I was upset. There's no nice way. There's no way to sugarcoat the downfall of America and its straight destruction. How can I tell these people and make them like me? They're never gonna like me. But when all these terrible things happen to them, as they certainly will, then they will know a prophet has been among them. That dude knew something. Who told them? What documents were released that he read? It's called the Bible. We just got the gift of prophecy on us, man. YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, Yahawashi is the spirit of prophecy. We have the ability to break it, man. This Yahawashi referred to this word as bread. We're breaking bread. We're trying to fellowship with people that want this message. Oh, it's beautiful. The brother just shared the post.
That's hard.
Yeah, I was like, what the heck? Yeah, that's us.
Yeah.
But yeah, HALALYAM like YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, Yahawashi. Knowledge shall be, running to and fro, increased. This is meant to be spread, man. The Lord didn't just put us out here to hide us. The scriptures talk about that. We're not going to be hidden no more. We don't have to go and hide behind, wherever. Let me grab that to prove this real quick. The water BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI, I found it. Isaiah chapter 30, verse 20. And though the Lord give you the bread of adversity, I'm gonna grab the definition on that. Adversity says difficulties, misfortune. And there you go. It's misfortunate what happened to the so-called Black, Latino, and Native American. It's tough. I could get Edomites to agree with me on that statement, but they're going to continue in their lot. They're going to continue to be the great-great-great-grandchild of slave owners that made millions off of free labor. Me and the brother make a pretty penny on usually on the weekends, doing side jobs. If we did all that for free, can you imagine how much these people would, pocket? So that's how America was founded. Free labor. Oh, let's just send them Negroes on this ship to our land, and they can just do the work. We don't have to do shit. Northern Kingdom's already there? I bet. Let's make them work. And us being a gifted people, we can work way more clean and efficient than an Edomite.
That's crazy that you said too. Like, what was that one movie where the Christopher Columbus came up on the ship?
Oh, Apocalypto.
Is that what it was?
Yeah, Apocalypto. Yeah. Christopher showed up, man. That devil. And what do they do on this side? Woo, it's Christopher Columbus Day. We get off. The banks are closed. However they take it. Fuck them, man. We don't give a damn.
Our spirits are all pissed off because everything's closed.
It's vexation of the spirit, bro. Yeah, exactly. And they're celebrating our downfall. Thanksgiving is really thanks-killing. Brothers go into that every November. It's literally next month.
Yeah.
Halloween is nothing but a bunch of dress up, men dressing up as women, women dressing up as men, characters, demon time.
Yep.
Some demonic shit. So, and though the Lord gave you the bread of adversity, so though we struggle, though we go through difficulties, and the water of affliction, let's go into affliction. The Lord, he doubled down. The water of affliction, disorder, suffering, something that causes pain or suffering. Yet shall not thy teachers be removed into a corner anymore, but thine eyes shall see thy teachers. So now we see men teaching properly, and we learn from it. And then we take it and we teach as well. The Lord's blessed us. The little bit we have, that's enough to, get somebody on that right page. It's enough to make somebody think about themselves. Look into the mirror. Find peace with Yahawah, BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI. That inner man needs to be corrected. The Lord works from within us to out. Esau is carnal, man. He could only see what physically. I mean, they could be spiritual on the left hand with their commercials, their televisions. They program us. Their algorithms. That's all left hand behavior, man. For the wrongdoings. I had recently came across this post, and they said in 2022, December 22nd, 2022, something along those lines, some demons decided to put on TikTok images of maybe cartoons or whatever, and then sexual content, and it went viral because they got away with the algorithm pushing pornography. So can you imagine how many children had to see that shit? And I don't know what type of images popped up, but from the sounds of it, it was men maybe with men, and just some fucked up shit, man.
I mean, even look at like the little toddler shows nowadays where they got their butts showing.
Yeah, their ass shows. Like it's all made as some sort of joke.
Yeah.
It's just a complete joke. But really, that's just wickedness being pushed to be acceptable in the eyes of children. Because once you teach them at a young age it's okay to be evil and wicked, it's normal. It is normal. Being evil on this side is a normal thing. That's why we get frowned on, because we're not. We're doing our best to do right. And that's scary. It's more scary to see someone in order than it is to see them out of order. Oh, don't listen to her. She's a crazy old cat lady. She's no harm. She's cool. Hey, what up, Kathy? Well, us, man, we come and tell you, hey, that this is wrong. This shouldn't be done like this. And we're the bad. Oh, here he comes. Always trying to correct things. But I'm gonna jump to back to the lesson with Ecclesiastes.
When I was
go for it.
People would call me a one-upper just because I was just doing things the right way.
Right.
They always thought I was trying to be better than them. Just doing things the right way, the way I'm told.
I remember being told that in one of the first jobs I had. They said, "All right, overachiever."
Yeah.
Because I was just picking, instead of having to go get the broom, not that I was right for doing this, but I would just see a piece of trash, pick it up real quick, throw it away. And of course, they had hand washing stations or whatever, but like I would just try to be quick with it. Like, I see it, and maybe she took it as I was trying to do it just because she was there. She was a manager, but no, that's just the way I was working. Like, see a problem, let me just, I don't want to. Hey, psst, can you come clean this?
Yeah,
like, I already did it. Like, but then that's a lot of the time, bro. That's how you know this place is messed up. And at the same time, it just shows that the Lord's building us up. He'll find the good work. The managers on this side will find the good workers, give them all the work. They finish it. This guy's been slacking the whole time. Hey, go help him out.
Yeah.
That's a form of brotherly love, when it comes to the brotherhood. But on this side, man, there's people that will be wicked and purposely work slow.
Yep.
They'll purposely try to slack because they know their manager will have it taken care of. And that's when the manager has to make that call and say, "Hey, man, I'm gonna have to cut your hours. You're not even of use."
Yep.
That's how the Lord
They don't
does.
do that anymore, bro.
Yeah, they become corrupt themselves. They become, they hire the dykes to run the show. They hire the alphabet people, man. The emotional people. That's the way you could just say emotional people. But that falls on straight men too that are raised by women. They're emotional, man. Emotional people will get that twisted. I personally used to think, oh, that means you get sad, upset. That also shows you're angry. You're just angry all the time. Like, nigga, why are you so damn emotional? Filled with emotion. All emotion. You don't know how to be logical. Think about things. Why you let people? You like they drop a cup or something. They just start getting emotional, bro. Chill. There's thousands of cups in the fucking warehouse. Let's go grab one. That's emotional. We hate wickedness and all that, but we understand that's the normal. We're mentioning it earlier. That's normal here.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean we're partakers. That just means we have to deal with it on a fucking
daily basis.
Yeah, daily basis. It's a vexation of the spirit. I'll grab that. That's a different type of pain. Now, only Israel's gonna see it like that. I mean, even some of these other nations have a little bit of a head on their shoulder, but they don't take a genius to know when something's wrong. Hey, it's funny though, because it's always whenever it happens to them. Esau will see somebody get robbed, whatever. They should have locked their car, and then it happens to them. Oh, this ain't right. We need to start a petition. Esau's weird, man. That's why they're not fit to rule. They're not going to be ruling forever. This is Ecclesiastes 1:14. I have seen all the works that are done under the sun, and behold, all is vanity and vexation of the spirit. See if I can grab another translation out of curiosity.
What did that dude yesterday say? The one with his wife? He was saying that what if he does go back to one of these guys? What kind of even person would even want to be considered that? Like,
He knew. I was telling on himself.
yeah, exactly. That's what I just thought of right now. Like, he just told on himself because he's like, what if I go back to one of these guys or something?
He felt like that was home. Like, these are my people. Yeah, so we had an Edomite come up yesterday, if brothers catch it or if they haven't. And he said, well, what if I go back to these men, which is this sign right here the brother's referring to. The sign the brother referred to is the wicked, which is Esau Edom. Grab the scripture, borders of wickedness. I believe that's in Malachi, if I'm not mistaken. We'll just put borders of wickedness. That'll pull it up.
And then the Malachi spelling?
Oh, you can just put borders of wickedness, KJV. In the blue letter, in the Safari browser. But yeah, so the scriptures describe these men as the wicked. And that's why when I read Job 9:24, he couldn't say nothing because he knows this earth isn't for the righteous. Not right now. But it's going to be inheritance of ours if we be those men. You got it up.
Malachi 1:4. Whereas Edom saith, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down, and they shall call them the border of wickedness, and the people against whom the Lord hath indignation forever.
Forever. Till today, till tomorrow, till 1,000 years from now, 1,000,000 years from now. Because this earth ain't no million old earth. This earth has only seen roughly 14,000 plus years. Because the 7 days that's referring to in Genesis is a period of 1,000 years per day. One day with the Lord is 1,000 years, and 1,000 years is 1 day on with the Lord. That's referring to our timeline, because the Lord's beyond time. We're talking about the Creator, the one that said, you know what, I'm going to make this concept of time. I'm going to have the sun be 24 hours. I'm going to have an entire day set at 24 hours, 12 hours of daylight, 12 hours of nighttime, roughly. Because, yeah, the sun rises, it sets like around 7:30 and rises around 7:30. So 12 hours you have to get your shit together. And like they say, the freaks come out at night. If you're, you should be out here in the daytime handling business. Go home at night. There's no reason brothers and sisters should be out and late night. Emergencies, we get it. Been busy, yeah, we get it. But you gotta pray that the Lord keeps you safe. But you gotta use wisdom. You gotta pray that He increases your knowledge, your understanding, so you can operate. Now, when you get those increases, it ain't always feel good. You ain't gonna go through what you want to go through for it. You're gonna go through shit like, man, like me and the brother we're speaking on. When you have a car problem, that's gonna teach you something spiritually.
Take care of what takes care of you.
Yeah, you gotta, maintenance. It teaches you how to maintain, remain. Yeah, what takes care of you, yeah, the Lord takes care of us, like, in a perfect balance. Whatever we may be lacking, the Lord already knows, but we got to constantly give our worries into our prayers. The flesh is attacking you. Satan's attacking your flesh. When you're filled with doubt, you're filled with the lack of confidence, you're filled with, constant desire, because even desiring things could be your downfall. You just be happy, bro. Alright, content is really the word I'm looking for. I'll grab this to back it up. Philippians chapter 4 verse 11. And it reads, now that I speak in respect of one, for I have learned in whatsoever state I am, therewith to be content. Quick definition on content. In a state of peaceful happiness. That was the spirit that I said be happy. That's what content is. You're okay. You're not going to be upset. You're not going to be too excited. You're just okay. Contented, yeah. So, hey, all praises to Yahawah, BAHASHAM, Yahawashi. We'll grab a few more and wrap it up. Let's go ahead and jump in. I'm going to jump to Ecclesiastes 9 and 12. And I'm going to grab it in the NLT just to reiterate what this lesson was touching on, which is really these people are going to be cut off guard. These people aren't going to be happy with the times to come. They're already panicking in the stores. I see a lot of these grocery stores empty with toilet paper and whatnot. We're just going to see all the shelves empty very soon. And it's through faith in Yahawah, BAHASHAM, Yahawashi. We're going to get what we need when we're going to be content through the Spirit. So it reads, people can never predict, Ecclesiastes 9 and 12 NLT, people can never predict when hard times might come. Like fish in a net or birds in a trap, people are caught by sudden tragedy. But guess what? Yahawah, BAHASHAM, Yahawashi revealeth his secrets unto the prophets. So we can see the times. We see, bro, this ain't nothing. We ain't shocked that all this bullshit's happening. It's meant to happen. It's exciting times we're living in. And that's all through the Spirit. Let's grab this one and close it out. Ecclesiastes 7 and 3. Sorrow in the NLT. Sorrow is better than laughter, for sadness has a refining influence on us. In the KJV, I like this one better. Sorrow is better than laughter, for by the sadness of the countenance, which is your face, the heart is made better. So your mind is made more sharp. Yeah, so hey, through hard times, that's how the Lord sharpens us up. Because when you deal with the problem, the next time that problem occurs, someone may be panicking. You're like, it's not that big of a deal. Just do this. This is what I did. And maybe that brother can offer you something. He already knows how to handle it. That's how the Lord, this is why knowledge is power. Information is timeless. Money has a timeline. Me and the brother went into it a few weeks back. Money has significantly, and when I say money, I'm referring to the Federal Reserve notes. But it's significantly lost its value. But this information has never lost its value. It's always been precious and a treasure to the Heavenly Father. This is what He's bestowed upon us, and now we make use of it, our talents. So with that, we would love to close out by giving all honor, all glory, all praise to Yahawah, BAHASHAM, Yahawashi, BAHASHAM, Rawchaa, Qadash. Shalawam to the hopeful elect. Shalawam.